fight for students instead of endless campaigning, which he does with the college Democrats. Issues that I anticipate will probably end up coming before the committee would probably be issues regarding the student conduct code, the changes that were made, and the issues that people have with that. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember any other issues that have been brought before the committee recently. But in my experience in this body, it's never what you do expect; it's what you don't. So.
And just if I may comment briefly on what would come before the committee, I mean, any bills specifically relating to university affairs, if there was an issue, speaking about a past issue that may have been referred to the committee, there was a bill written in the Third Undergraduate Senate that asked the AU administration to publish their budget and to hold open hearings during the budget process. A bill or resolution like that would go to that committee. Any bill relating to academics would go to that committee. Any bill relating to students' rights, like he had said about the potential conflicts with the student conduct code, go before a committee. So that's probably the best answer I can give you with regards to that. Are there any further questions for the sponsor or the nominee? Ms. Finn?
Who does Mr. McBride represent?
Mr. McBride represents class of 2013.
Okay.
Are there any further questions for the sponsor and the nominee? Seeing none, sir, please step out. Actually, you do not have to step out in the hallway.
I will accuse myself from debate. I mean, I won't say anything because I think I've said everything I can possibly say.
Outstanding. Sure. That would be great. I would appreciate it. No, DJ should not come back in yet because we're entering a period of debate. Are there any points of debate on the floor?
You can personally speak in favor of both folks to break
yeah.
the rules.
Okay. According to the standing rules, the parliamentarian pro tem has informed me that we have to have one member of the body speak on behalf of each candidate. Are there any members wishing to speak on behalf of Mr. McBride? Ms. Richards?
My name's Liz. I've known Tim since 6th grade. I've seen I'm just saying, I've seen Tim work in many respects. He was a student government president through high school. He's probably one of the most level-headed people I know. I know he can run this committee well, and I would urge you to elect him.
Is there anyone wishing to speak on behalf of Mr. Jones? Mr. Irwin?
I'll do it. Mr. Jones comes from a deep background of rights and advocating for the minority. He's in the leadership program in the poverty group, and I know him well through that. He's a strong leader, and he definitely deserves, in my opinion, a leadership position.
Are there any other points available on the floor? Mr. Altanasi, you have 12 points to rise.
Mr. Speaker, I move to close debate and vote by ballot.
Yes, we will vote by secret ballot. Is there a second? Second. Are there any objections to closing the debate? Seeing none, we'll move into a period of voting. Will you please invite Mr. Jones in? Does anybody need a pen?
We have lots of them.
Now it's a student government pen.
There we go. Enjoy. Nice thing for fun.
Yeah, all you have to do is write. I don't care what it is.
The balance.
Anonymous?
Get it up. Sorry,
Mr. McConnell, 17 letters, half of which were wrong.
I know, right?
Is that everybody's ballot?
Has everybody's ballot been collected? Saying, well, now entering the public count. Right.
Yeah.
Are you guys good, or should I send the troops in here? Okay. Did I overwhelm anyone this morning? Sorry if I did. It's called stand-in ease. is the parliamentary name for it, where it's like a quasi recess, but not really. I don't think I ever recall the fifth of the Director Senate being this quiet during like the ages.
One moment.
Uh-oh, it's some green day. Okay. Right now, Tanasio, a DJ in the Senate.
Or something?
Actually, Leon is also a DJ in the Senate, but
Decorum, please? Yeah, decorum,
I was saying, they were so quiet in here, and so Brett was like, I'll fix that.
Love that song.
Well, I got you.
After counting the ballots, Mr. Tim McBride has been elected chairman of the committee. Now move on to item D, election of the chair on the special committee on the budget. I'll now enter a period of nominations. Mr. Attanasio.
Mr. Speaker, it is a privilege to nominate my friend and colleague, Senator Taylor Yates.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Yates, do you accept? I do. Are there any further nominations on the floor for the special committee on the budget?
Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Attanasio.
seeing no other nominees, I move to approve or to elect Mr. Yates as the chairman by acclamation.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any objections? Seeing none, Mr. Yates, congratulations. Wow, extraordinary. Well played.
This meeting's only went on like for like 40 minutes.
Well, now we go on to a period of public comment. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Mr. Shemaleski.
Yeah, Shemaleski. I move to dissolve the committee for the review of university military officer.
Are there any seconds at this time?
Second.
Object.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, sir. Mr. Attanasio.
we object.
Outstanding. Well, now we go on to a period of debate. Mr. Shemaleski, if you'd like to present yourself at this point.
Yeah. Should I go?
It's really up to your leisure.
It's on the screen.
Okay, so I don't necessarily want the committee to be dissolved right away. I just figured that we need to we should really talk about it because it's not like a standing committee, and I mean I understand that it's a legislative order and it's the speaker's prerogative, but I still feel like, I don't know, I was reading over it and a lot of the purposes didn't really seem pertinent. But so basically I just guess I have a lot of questions. For example, I don't